What is going down, everybody? It's time for Mojobreak.com, The Hype, episode number 171. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to bring back Guess That Price, Prism Basketball Edition, because there's some cards that maybe you didn't realize that are crazy prices right now. That's just how that's the word of the day. The market is crazy. So we're going to discuss long-term value on these guys, if we would pick them up, and maybe compare them to some of the legacy guys like Curry and LeBron. We also have some of the worst of 2020, talk about some of the worst stuff that's came out in the hobby in 2020. And we're going to have some great conversation about Tiger Woods. The documentary's coming out. His cards are exploding. It's insane. So what's going down, guys?
What's up? What's up? Happy New Year, everybody.
What do you think of when you think of Tiger Woods and not golf?
That song.
Yeah, but I think it's Steel Panther.
Yeah.
It's the first thing I think of. Mm-hmm. It's a great song too.
It is.
It's a great riff.
I think when I think of Tiger Woods, I think it's the Asian side of him that made him a great golfer.
I think it's the fact that he went to Stanford.
Well, he's had some great videos of him playing with his kid, too, and I guess his kid's already pretty good. So we may have another phenom in the world of golf once his kid's of age and has some cards as well. So who knows? Maybe they'll have, pre-release like what Topps does with some of those Aflac cards. Have like a 12-year-old Tiger Woods Tiger Woods Jr., whatever his name is. It's probably not Tiger Woods Jr.
Tiger Woods Jr.
Tiger Woods the third. I don't know. Have some cards of him already in the works.
That's the obvious go-to, I think, but I don't know. I don't think you're right.
No, probably not. But we're not really talking much NFL, so I wanted to talk about NFL at the beginning of the show. And I want to know what you guys who's winning the Super Bowl this year. And I'll start with C-Rad. Who do you think is going to get the job done in this weird COVID era of the NFL? Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Our customers know, because I've been saying it for the last 2-3 weeks. The Buffalo Bills are my pick to win the Super Bowl this year. Very underrated team. They've been playing lights out the last 6-7 weeks. You want to be hot going into the playoffs. They had a stretch in the middle of the season where they were, they lost a few games. They looked, I kind of was like, man, this is not the same team that started the season hot. But they got it back together, and they're looking amazing. Josh Allen having a hell of a, was it his third year now?
He looks good.
So,
Buffalo. Pick up some of those while they're still cheap, which I think they've already exploded, those Prism Josh Allens. Dan?
I like your pick, but I think they are not quite there yet. I think they get knocked off by the Chiefs in the AFC. Chiefs, I mean, dude, I know you don't want to say it, but pretty damn
Mahomes
good.
Not even that good, though.
Mahomes, yeah, I mean, he's like, what, the fourth best quarterback in the AFC West? Right behind Drew Lock and David Carr.
Bill's got this,
Justin
man.
Herbert. So
I mean,
is that your pick?
Actually, Mariota might be up there. I think the Raiders might have two quarterbacks better than Mahomes, right?
Derek, Mariota, and then
Peterman.
I'll get Petty.
Maybe even Gruden because he can sling it a little bit.
I'll put Patrick third after Carr and Mariota.
And then in the NFC, even though the Rams are in it, I'm not going Rams. Tampa Bay. They are I think in the NFC, the most balanced offensive and defensive team. So
who's winning the Super Bowl, though? So you're saying it's going to be Bucks and Chiefs in the Super Bowl?
Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. That's my pick.
And I think they're gonna do it very similar to the way they did it last year. I think it's gonna be a late comeback, and they're gonna win. You can't go against Patrick Mahomes right now.
Yeah, I mean, and that brings up the question for the hobby: can you still get some Mahomes? Assuming that, let's just say Mahomes does win, he's got 2 Super Bowls back to back. He has an amazing career 3 years in. Is there room for the cards to go up even more? I mean, they're already insane.
You gotta start getting those 3rd and 4th year Mahomes.
Fourth year would be next year.
Yeah, I know. You gotta be pre-ordering those Chiefs spots for next year just to get that 4th year Mahomes.
You never know.
Is it really only 4 years? It feels like he's been in the league for like
a decade.
Well, he didn't really play at 7. You can't really count 17, right? So he played 1 game. So you had 18, 19, and now 20, right? So
his only 3rd full year.
Yeah, it's crazy. So if he gets 2 Super Bowls under his belt, then we begin even more of a Brady conversation.
He's got a league MVP, he's got a Super Bowl MVP, and he's got a Super Bowl title.
Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. And then imagine the storyline. I don't think the
Good
Bucks.
thing he has a lot of talent around him.
I don't think the Bucks go. I'd like to see them go, but let's just say it was Bucks Chiefs, and then you have just a quarterback duel in the Super Bowl.
Didn't I just say Bucks Chiefs?
You said Bucks Chiefs. I don't think the Bucks are going to go all the way. I don't think they beat the Packers.
I think their offense can carry them in individual
Their defense
games.
is good, yeah.
And their defense is probably one of the best. Them and the Rams are probably the best defenses in the playoffs.
But I think that would be the hobby wet dream, is that you have the guy that you can't buy. Let's just face it. Not everybody can buy the contenders Tom Brady, right? Those are like $200K. So you have Mahomes knocking off Brady on Brady's maybe final season, which, maybe final season. And then now you got the passing of the torch right in front of our eyes. I mean, that would just set the hobby insane. I mean, you're talking about third and fourth year. Those would probably be like a couple $1,000s. I mean, it'd just be literally insane. Everybody would be grabbing mid-February. Everybody would just be on that Patrick Mahomes hype, just loading up. So I think the Chiefs do it. I think it's going to be, my prediction is going to be Chiefs-Packers. But you've got some just great storylines. You've got Breeze, Brady, Rodgers, arguably the three best quarterbacks of the last 20, 30 years, all in the playoffs, right?
And there's a really good chance that 2 out of those 3 are going to face each other at some point in the playoffs. Either, Breeze going against Rodgers, or Brady going against Breeze, or Rodgers going against. I mean, those guys are those teams. They're going to have 2 old quarterbacks that are the tail end of their career, having a chance to ride into the sunset and win a Super Bowl. Because I think there's a chance that maybe not Rodgers, but if Brady wins, I can see him walking away.
Yeah.
And if Breeze wins, I could see him walking away.
Yeah, Breeze had a lot of struggle this year.
Rodgers, I don't know, man. He might play for another 10 years.
Yeah,
I think the
50
guy
years
just
old.
loves playing football. But storyline again, if it was Mahomes and Brady, that would be a great storyline. You got the old guard, new guard. You got the Papa Goat, Baby Goat.
Yeah.
Going against each other.
I mean, and you can't even rule out the Titans. I mean, the Titans represent the way football used to be with a smash-mouth running back. You've got Derrick Henry that's defying what it means in this hobby to have a running back PC. I mean, this guy's been, like, electric all year, and he was electric last year in the playoffs. They just fell short. They could upset some teams. I could see them. They're obviously who they're playing this weekend. They're playing who's Tennessee playing? Tennessee's playing I can't. Somebody can help me in the chat, but it's a pretty even matchup. But if they
Baltimore,
are they playing Baltimore? Yes, it's a Ravens Titans. So you got Lamar in the mix too. So there's a lot of potential storylines going down. But
that's true. You never know. Like the Ravens could turn it on. We saw what they did last year. It seems like Lamar Jackson took a step back this year. But they also didn't have a healthy Mark Ingram, which they relied on heavily the previous year. I think that had a lot to do with their success. They have J.K. Dobbins. They got a lot of young talent on that team.
They dealt with a lot of strange things this season.
They had a lot of weird and wacky things to go down. But yeah, I mean, you're right. Tennessee, can the old school running the ball first, like, can that be the key to success going into the Super Bowl?
I mean, you could point to the Niners last year. I mean, the Niners were a run first team
because they're really the only team in the playoffs that kind of run that old style of, give Derrick Henry the ball 30 times a game and see what happens. Which
monster.
If you watch like how he ended the season, that dude got better every game. Like, dude, I think he had 200 yards. Week 17. I think he had close to 200 yards week 16.
He had 2,000 yards total,
He had
right?
over 2,000 yards. He led the league in rushing touchdowns. He is, I mean, he puts it together for another year or two. These type of stats, we're going to say that he is a top 10 running back ever.
Ever, yeah. And there's before we move on to football, there is some spots that if you're doing that quick flip, there's some guys that I'm looking at, like maybe Jonathan Taylor for the Colts, right, that can whatever, like maybe he has a big game and his cards are cheap right now. There's some rookies that you can like pick spots. Maybe some of the Steelers rookies, maybe like a J.K. Dobbins on the Ravens, you could maybe get in and they have a big moment and then people are buying his cards up. So something to pay attention to. I always kind of look at some of those obscure rookies that it may not, you're not gonna make lots of money, but you may be able to flip some cards, make $20-$30 on some of these rookies based on their performances in this wild card weekend. In 3 games each day, that is amazing.
I'm trying to think obviously no rookie quarterbacks that are in the mix, but you have J.K. Dobbins, you have Cam Akers, 2 skill position players who are in the playoffs. Who else do we have? Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
Yeah, if he's healthy, I'm not sure what's his situation. Chase Claypool as a
Chase
receiver.
Claypool as a receiver. Yeah, I mean, I would say, and then Washington.
Yeah,
Chase Young.
Yep.
Chase Young. I know he plays defense, but you never know.
Or even
Gibson.
Yeah, Gibson. I think he might be banged up a little bit too. I don't know if he's
he played last.
He played. Or even you could look at Marquise Brown from last year. If he has, and he's had a couple highlight catches this year already. Maybe he has a highlight catch against the Titans and they win. Marquise Brown. So, but we're gonna move on. We've got one more week to get your votes in for best product of the year. We had some voter fraud. We're having to recount all these votes and stuff like that. So we're extending the program for another week. So make sure that you vote for your favorite products. It was last episode of 170. So reply to our pin post on Twitter at MojobreakM and comment on the hype for those categories. We're recounting them. There might be some hanging chads going on. We don't know. We're going to make sure that we get the votes in correctly and we give away some stuff to you guys. So make sure you jump in on that. We're giving away some Prism, some packs, and some Leaf Draft Baseball just for getting your vote in there for product of the year. So watch Hype 170 and follow us on Mojobreak M on Twitter at Mojobreak M for our Mojobreak Media channel. But we're going to get right into Guess That Price. We're going to talk NBA. NBA's in full swing right now, and people are just foaming at the mouth on the next guy. Who's the next Luka? Who's the next Kobe? Who's the next Curry? So, and there's so many people in this hobby right now that you're just seeing guys that would maybe be like 30th, 40th on people's lists that are just starting to sell like crazy just because there's just not enough supply out there. So we're going to start, and we're going to I don't think I got anything for us to ride on, but we can try to just
I can go get something.
But maybe we do that. Yeah, maybe we'll grab some. So first one is a PSA 10 2019 Panini Prism Silver of Keldon Johnson from the Spurs. So a rookie last year, obviously overshadowed by Ja and Zion and Hero and Rui and RJ and Cam Reddish, DeAndre Hunter. What do you think? What do you think, C-Rad, about Keldon Johnson?
I honestly haven't seen much. I haven't watched many Spurs games. It's hard to say, but I know there is some hype on him right now. So he must be having a. I will say this about the 1920 rookie class in general too. It turns out, obviously the headliners are Zion and Ja Morant of this draft class, but a lot of these 1920 rookies are actually starting for their teams this year. So it may go down as one of the deepest classes ever.
Yep. You might find hidden gems a couple years down the line.
You look at a majority of the 1920 rookies, a lot of them are starting now for their teams.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so I'm going to lock in my pick.
Whoa, I didn't even get a chance. What do we got here?
It's a Keldon Johnson Gem 10 Silver Prism.
Is that silver
rookie.
or disco?
Silver.
Okay.
Keldon Johnson from the Spurs.
Spurs?
And I'm not going to influence your guys' vote. I'm going to see what people are paying in the chat. Wiseman says, let me make sure you guys write down your votes.
No. Wait, hold up.
Okay. Wiseman in the chat. Wiseman Chaser, formerly known as Zion Chaser. I think the Wiseman's a good choice.
Yep.
575 was his pick in the chat. I don't know who's going first. I guess we'll go left. Let's start with you, C-Rad.
Left to right.
150.
150?
150, Dan.
I'm going 420.
600.
Ooh, okay. We're all over the place. What do we got?
All right, guys. So these are all, by the way, if you're playing at home, these are PSA 10s, the most recent PSA 10 listings on eBay I could find. The actual price this went for $930 on eBay. So the winner there is Dan.
We got some expensive stuff behind you. Don't be knocking it over.
I
We got
almost
a Tiger Woods helmet, which is probably going to be $1 million.
Actually, the tequila is very expensive too.
Oh, yeah. That might hit me in the head. I have to drink it all.
And I forgot to tell you, there's one thing I do know is Keldon Johnson.
So that's right. You won, but
Yeah, of course I did.
$930.
Shows you how much I've been paying attention to Keldon
I
Johnson,
actually
bro.
was kind of low on that, but I wanted to give you guys a chance.
Oh yeah, you knew it in the back of your head. Yeah, you are.
No, I mean,
Kelvin Johnson whisperer.
Yeah, I know. I watch him play a lot.
Is that a good value?
Yeah.
I mean, he does play for Popovich, right? I mean, Spurs.
Somebody has to score, right? He's the future.
Marcus Aldridge.
He was the most hyped out of the 3 rookies that they had last year, throughout the year. But I guess he's actually playing well this year.
That's one for Dan. All right, we're gonna move on to the next one, which is Darius Baisley.
Oh, people love him.
They love him. They love
love
him.
him.
Yeah,
Darius.
he blew up in the
now,
bubble.
Baisley or Basley? It's Baisley, right?
I say Basley.
Baisley?
I say Baisley. I'm a
Okay,
Baisley guy.
All right. See, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. I've been bringing products all year, but
AKA Bazzy.
Basley. All right, so Silver Prism Gem 10, same year as Keldon, OKC Thunder.
If Keldon is 950, this boy is like.
I know, that's what makes me think.
50K.
I might start going high now. I might be like, ooh, let's do. All right, okay, all right.
All right, we ready?
All right, are we locking it in?
I'm locked in. You ready?
All right, so yeah, go ahead.
1,500.
1550.
Bruh.
1,200.
Okay. All right. So who do we got? Let's see what the chat said first before we nominate the winner. The chat is saying 675, 300, 1,200.
Oh,
575.
1,200. Is that Busta?
Busta, you guys
Busta gets it. He knows.
You guys are on a kale level like no other. All right. What do we got?
All right, so yeah, I think some people may be underselling it right now, or maybe just the market is that crazy. The actual price this went for
You on? You got the $50.
$1,000. $1,000
Oh.
once again, Dan.
Oh, he's got him for the sweep.
Dan with the 2
God.
lead early.
I gotta go sell some Pokemon.
Dang it, man. What the
You
heck?
guys gonna show up or what?
So, you guys in the chat, guys that are listening in at home, send us some tweets on this. Who would you rather have? Would you rather invest if you only were given the option for 2, Keldon or Baisley? Who would you invest in? I like the fact that Keldon plays for the Spurs. I'm not.
That's
sold
what I was
on the
gonna
Thunder.
say. That's what I was gonna say.
I like somebody has to be the guy, right? And
Shea Gilgeous is the guy in OKC.
Baisley's the guy.
Shea Gilgeous, like, should probably went over his prices too. They're insane. All right,
if he was so good, why did the Clippers trade him?
yeah. All right, let's go for.
They needed Paul Brick George.
Let's go for the 17-18 rookie class, which includes Tatum.
Ooh, I like this guy.
Tatum, Mitchell, Lonzo, amongst other names. This is a 2017-18 Panini Prism Silver Prism John Collins for the Atlanta Hawks.
I like him.
Which Trey's prices have been going up. Reddish prices have been going up. Hunter's prices have been going up. People seem to believe in the Atlanta Hawks. But I don't know if I believe in John Collins.
I like him.
So what do you guys got for guesses on this one in the chat?
I like mine in.
I got mine locked in as well.
I got
What do we
mine
got?
locked in.
What do we got? Responses. We need to get fancy and have a little buzzer that lights up that just says we've locked in the votes. Nobody's even said any. Oh, 490 on Wiseman Chaser, which is not too far off from mine. But we'll start with C-Rad. What do you got?
775, Dan.
I'm going 400 even.
I guess I don't like him that much. 275.
All right. What do we got?
All right, the actual price is $551. That makes Doug the winner.
I got one. You got one. Got one. I know my John Collins.
Yeah, I mean I like him, but he'll never get the ball enough.
You don't think so?
That
That's
card?
next. That's next.
Million.
That's next.
$1 million.
So we've got a 18-19 Panini Prism Trey Young Silver Prism PSA 10, and there's been a lot of auctions on this card, so there's been a lot of action on Mr. Trey as he's started off the season remarkable, on fire. Maybe people were saying Luka looked fat, Trey Young looked like the MVP. So what are we going on this one, man? Do I have to add another 0 there?
You could never. You can actually add 14 zeros to it. You might not.
Okay.
You might not.
I think I'm a little low on this one, to be honest with you guys. I'll go first. 5,500.
Are you fucking serious?
That's low.
I crossed off the 4.
I just dropped an F-bomb. 5,500.
3K, Dan. 3K.
What do we got in the chat? I had 45. I crossed it out. I thought it was
Drop
too
the
low.
old. I haven't dropped an F-bomb on this show for a long time.
Ron says 3,000. Michael Ham says 5,000. Wiseman says his PSA base are 800. But we've got what do we got? What do we got?
All right, this specific card. Hopefully Dan, no more f-bombs, earmuffs, kids. $30,799.99. C-Rad gets the point.
How much?
$37.99.
Oh, I thought you said 37,000. No. and I wasn't even second guessing it. I was like, okay, I was off.
$3,799.99. So C-Rad with the point.
Let's go.
Wow.
And I did my guess solely on because I know how much Luka Silvers were going for during the offseason. So I was like, I know Trae Young blew up a little bit, but he's probably not quite at the level.
I think
that's
a buy.
Silver Lucas during the offseason, before the season started, was around like 7.
Well, that segues into our
7,000, dude.
Well, you just kind of.
I'll give the answer.
Well, I don't know what the answer is, but this is recent, so you gotta kind of think that in. So we got
7K. Lock it in, Dan.
We're going 18-19 Panini Prism, Luka Doncic Gem 10 Silver Prism, and this is a recent sale, so not it probably is more than C-Rad now. I
know what to go. I know how to go. I know what to go here.
Okay. I've locked mine in. What do you guys think in the chat? Luka Doncic, Silver Prism. Silver Prism. Luka, Pizza Boy. He looked big until he got that triple-double. Now he looks slim again. So, all right, I'll go first with $8,777.70.
Huh?
I didn't do 70 cents, but I just was trying to do a weird number.
What'd you put, though?
8,777.
I got 8,050.
I got 7,777.
Ooh, look at those sevens on that run. All right, what do we got?
The actual price of this one, it went for $9,288.
So it went up a couple thousand
Doug.
since I last looked.
Oh wait, I thought you
Wait a
put
minute.
like I thought you put. Oh,
Yeah, Doug. Yeah, I got it.
Came back, tied
Come
up
on,
Dan,
man.
2-2.
whatever. Cheating.
I gave you guys a little alley-oop right
I know
there.
he did.
I
He
think
started it
I
up.
honestly think since Doug is near me, he's like copying like
No,
okay, we just had 5,500 exact, and then you basically.
Well, I would have done 8,051 if I was looking at your thing. You know, I would definitely. So
I think you saw me.
I don't know what we have for a pop report on that, but does that seem like the right price? I mean, if you're like, man, I got $10K to invest in Luka, are you going with the Silver Prism at that price?
Yes.
I would buy almost 3 Trae Youngs.
That's true. You could buy 3 Trae Youngs,
Which has
or-
always been your answer, by the way.
I know.
It's always been
yeah,
your
yeah, always
Well,
has.
I mean,
since 2018, that has been your answer.
because dude, Trae Young he's a star. He's a beast.
Luka's not. Luka's a once in a lifetime.
Trae Young is a star.
Trae Young
and
never.
Luka
Trae Young
Doncic
never
is a galaxy.
Trae Young never shows up
Good point.
to the beginning of the season out of shape. You're never like, what happened to Trae this offseason?
Yeah, but Cupcake Luka still gets triple doubles all day.
Yeah, I mean, how long though? Like, if you're building a franchise, I would like to take the chance of getting a Trae Young for 15 years at a high level than Luka at a high level for 8 years. You're a Curry fan, right? Can't you see a little bit of Trae Young and Curry?
I see a lot of Trae Young and I see a lot of Curry and Trae Young. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. I've always liked Trae. I liked Trae when he was in college.
He's gonna break all the 3-point shooting records by the time his career's done.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna. I'm interested to see how many silvers are on the pop report.
I bet like 2,500.
I think it's like 7,000.
Oh wow, the silvers.
But that's not the. What are we doing?
I mean,
here?
silvers. You know how many you get in a.
Actually,
hobby
yeah.
box.
Let's do this on the fly. If I can pull it up here, PSA is like there's a lot of action on the site. A lot of people trying to get through PSA right here.
Thinking.
Maybe we can try to guess how many silvers have been graded a PSA 10.
Like
You
total.
guys have the tiebreaker, so go ahead.
Total or 10 or just 10.
Just the 10s.
Just the 10s.
Just the 10s.
See your guys' guess before you look at it.
I think I'm gonna say 7,800.
I'm gonna say 4,000, but it's still loading here. So if somebody can load up psacard.com and get on the pop report faster than I can, we can actually nominate a winner.
Let me tell you how much I like their website and their whole process and everything they do.
You love it. We've learned to love it in the last couple weeks. It's been great. Yeah, I don't know why it's not loading up here. It's definitely not the computer.
It's busy counting all the money.
Oh, now it's loading up again. It's just,
They're all-
you can see it. It's just like spinning there. It's like it's just
There's too many.
it's
There's
just
too
so
many.
many. They're like counting them by the
There's
minute.
too many cards.
There's so many cards right now. That's just there might be 10 getting graded right now.
There's like 100 silvers coming into the population right
Well, we'll revisit that, but we wanted to talk about some legacy, or actually we have Zion still. So actually we don't need a tiebreaker. So 1920 Prism Silver Gem 10 Zion.
I'm very familiar with these off-season prices too.
So what do you guys think in the chat?
So far,
I
winners.
know base are hovering around is 700 to 1,000. So I am going to go with. All right, I got mine locked in. What do you guys think on a Silver Prism Zion? What do you guys think in the chats?
This is a tiebreaker between you guys, but I'm probably gonna win this.
I think there might be a couple more cards. So
Okay.
I think
Okay.
you think you still got a shot. Dude.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna win this one for sure.
All right. You want to go first, C-Rad?
Yes. 5,001 is my guess. 5,001.
Ooh. Mine's $5,028.
Oh, we're gonna have to be close on this one then.
I'm 39.50.
Oh, yours is off, Dan.
I
for
don't.
Sure.
But so also more than Trae Young.
Yeah.
All right. What do we got?
All right, this one sold. I believe this was a couple days before his big Christmas Day game against the Heat, but this one sold for $6,525.
So you
which
won.
means
You won by
Doug
like $20.
by a measly $27.
I don't.
So I did that 28, baby.
I don't agree.
All right. What do we got in the chat? 3,800. Base is 900. 6,500. Bert says 3,000. Michael says, man.
They haven't
Well.
been 3,000 since.
Everybody, I
since
like everybody's on
September.
board with me. Like I'm 3,900, 39. That's what it should be.
Dude, it's I got to scroll. Like it's incredible, this checklist, because there's so many variations just to get to Luca on here. They finally loaded up. But
The Lucas Silver.
Luca Blue Ice, Blue Shimmer, Luca Doncic. So there is 15,000 base 10s.
That makes
on
sense.
Luka. 15,000 base. And the Silver Prism Pop Report. It's going to take a while to get there because there's 78,000 variations. 1,946 Silver Prisms. PSA 10s. 1,946.
So Dan was closer.
Dan was closer on that one. Is that
What
a-
did I say?
7,000.
What'd you say?
No, I was
You
closer.
said 4,000.
Oh,
I'm way off.
yeah, you're right. I was closer at 4,000, right?
I thought you said 7,000 in
I
the
said
pop
7.
report,
I said 7,000.
and you said 4,000 in the pop report.
I did. Yeah.
So it is 9,000, isn't it?
No, that's
No,
overall.
it's 19,000.
Oh,
1900.
1900.
1900.
Yes.
Oh.
Wow, we
There's
Pull
3,000.
the plug on
these
this
are
show.
these are silver prisms, right? So silver prisms.
So that's not a lot. That's not a lot.
There's 3,970 graded by PSA of the silver prism. Luka Doncic. Clarify, everybody's probably confused what we're talking about.
just three dudes throwing random numbers out. Just
That's a show now.
yeah.
Not the hype.
There was
random numbers.
There was PSA 9 silvers were 1,777, 195 eights, 37s, 13 sixes, 4 5s, and then there's actually a 1. There's 1.
Wow.
So I don't know what they did.
I
with
sent that one in.
Yeah, that was you.
1,900 copies is actually not a lot for the demand that there is for that. card.
But
15,000.
what about the base cards? So, didn't you say like there was 19,000,
15,000
15,000
graded regular base cards
No, that was just the 10s.
for the
That's
PSA
the
10s.
10s.
That's just
Yeah.
the 10s. So the actual amount graded is 25,000.
So if anybody has pulled a raw Luka base card, it's that, and again,
It went to grade.
that's only PSA.
Mm-hmm.
That's not Beckett.
That's true. That's true.
Think about how many Lukas also went to Beckett.
So double that number, 1,900 for the silver.
So this is what we should do. Panini should stamp the print run on every base card.
Oh God. And silver.
So I got a base card. I got a Luka. It's 1 out of 7,050,000. Short printed.
Got it. Short printed card. Hey, they used to do that in the 90s when they started numbering.
No,
cards.
they used to number it to like they would number like to 5,000, which would be kind of crazy. But like
That's low.
that, yeah. But they also would have like an auto checklist of three players, and they would just have like 15,000 of those players like of each auto. So
That's true.
that is so it's safe to say there is probably 35,000, maybe 40,000 Luka rookie cards that are graded
Yeah.
through PSA. And
So you got to think
BGS.
what? There's like 100,000 in existence, maybe.
Dude, there's still probably a fair amount of sealed wax that hasn't been opened
Yeah.
that people stash.
That have because
So,
it's only a couple years old.
Man, 200,000 like of copies of each base card.
It's not out of the realm. I'm not saying that's crazy, but I mean there is more people in the hobby now, and that's one of the cards to get. So is that enough?
Everybody gets a Luka.
Well, there might be.
I mean,
more.
it gets kind of like everybody gets an 89 Upper Deck Griffey.
I don't have a Luka in my collection.
You have an 89
I
Griffey.
want one. No.
I don't have a silver, but I have a base.
I'm just I know there's more people, and I get it. I understand that, but like I could guarantee you if they stamped, and they wouldn't, and I don't want them to, but if they would just stamped like out of 200,000 on each base cards, one, people would not grade them. Is that they're grading them because of trying to add value to something that is not short printed. Yeah.
Crazy to think about, but we don't know how much the demand is. But it does concern you if you are heavily invested in Luka at the price points. Can it sustain? Can it sustain when we hit a bump in the road in the hobby? If we do, I'm not saying we will, but you always want something that there's not that many of, right? I mean, especially if you're new in this hobby, that's something to consider. I definitely recommend keeping an eye on pop reports. If you're looking at making a big purchase, keep an eye on those pop reports to know how rare this is. Because if Luka, let's just say, knock on wood, let's just say Luka becomes injury prone, doesn't play, out of the league in 5 years, you have 100 and 200,000 other copies to compete with, and it'll be a race to the bottom, right? So just something to think of. I mean, look at Andrew Luck. Look what happened to Andrew Luck's
But I
cards.
also think it's at the point where right now if people are paying a premium for these cards, they're never going to let them go and take 50% less than what they paid for them. They'll just hold on to it. Let's face it, most people who are spending that type of money have the money, and they're not worried about getting the money out of the card.
Yeah.
They'll just hold on to it, and it'll be like, that's a timestamp in my life that I was collecting Luka, and he was the biggest deal in the NBA.
Yeah, it'll just be part of their portfolio, and if it's like everybody's portfolio, there's things that are in there that are gonna not get you the investment that you were hoping for, and there's gonna be other investments that do.
You could never pick the right time to buy. You could never really pick the height, and you could never pick the lowest point. It's just so hard to predict, right? We got one more modern card.
Because think about when Prism came out, what you could have bought raw Luka base cards for, and what you could have bought Luka Silvers for.
Bert says he sold his Luka Silver for $150. I remember we sold ours for $400. We opened Prism on day one, and I think you pulled it out of your pack because I think we split the box. You got a Luka Silver. I think we wound up selling it for like $400 or $500. We were amazed. Now you're talking about a card that's like $9,000.
Well, I forgot about it.
Yeah,
Thanks for bringing it up.
Just a good nightmare.
I'm
I'm
not stoked. I'm pretty bummed right now. Thank you.
Well, we've got Ja Morant is the last modern card here. Well, they're all modern cards, but the more recent out of the modern cards. 1920 Panini Prism, Ja Morant, Silver Prism, Gem 10. And just for clarification, what did Zion sell for?
Zion was $6,525.
All right, so what do you guys think Ja Morant's Prism sold for? What is your guys' pick? What is your guys' pick? All right, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
$44.79.
I should mention, by the way, this was before he got injured. I believe December 26th. Right?
Okay.
He got
Perfect.
injured last week. Yeah.
3,200.
$6,525. Just like Zion.
All right.
I obviously have no idea about Zion or Ja, but
Yeah, 37.50 in the chat.
but,
3K,
but Keldon
5,500.
Johnson, man, I've really been watching his market.
Hey, you're a pro on that one. What do we got?
Actual price $5,900. I believe that would be C-Rad then with the win on that one.
Got that one. I think we actually all tied, didn't we?
That would end up being, let's see, final score is
2-2-2-2.
Doug with 3, Dan with 2, and C-Rad with 2. So Doug is the winner.
Congratulations.
Yep, that's how I do it. I've been warming up. I've been practicing. I've been getting ready for this event, and I'd like to thank everybody that I stepped on to get here. So thanks, guys.
So that tells me that before he got injured, Ja was about to hit the same level as Zion in terms of pricing.
Mm-hmm. Well, he had that 43-point game or something too to start it
Open the
off.
season. Mm-hmm.
So let's compare this to. We got two probably of the best active pros right now that are still playing. We have the Steph. We'll play guess the price. Not going to count, but we'll just kind of see what we come up with. 2009 Topps Chrome.
Oh,
Steph Curry, Gem 10 Refractor.
That's my dream card right there. By the way.
Refractor.
That's my dream card.
I don't like the way the card looks, but it is the card to have.
I need that card.
yeah, it'd be a lot cooler if he wasn't in a Warriors t-shirt.
Yeah. I think they
I
had
like
some.
that.
I think they had some issues with the license there. I'd rather him like taking a 3 or something, right? Like on the court shot.
But that was the era
I
that
like
they
his
had.
mug,
they
bro.
had the Warriors jerseys it was the We Believe still, right?
It was. Yeah, his first year was the We Believe. But all the rookie cards, they
the-
must have not
the-
had a photo
the
shoot.
The uni was still. He wasn't on the We Believe team.
No, but yeah, it was the same.
but the
same
but the
design.
uniform was the same.
Wait, I'm way underselling it here.
What do you guys think in the chat for the Steph Curry? 65,000. Somebody said.
I know what at first I went real low. I added a 0.
I think I'm not gonna win this one. I think I'm way off. I really do. I did just buy a base 9 for 1,500.
Baseline non-refractor.
Yeah, for 1,500. All right, I'll go first, and I think this is embarrassing, but I want to make sure these guys get some points on the board. 13,750.
Bruh.
What embarrassing?
Go ahead, Dan.
15,000.
Bro, I was gonna do 30K, but I went 300K.
300K.
I see that.
I mean, you could buy a lot of Trae Youngs for that.
What do we got?
I mean that.
I added a 0.
I mean that's a hell of a car. That's over $250,000, dude.
C-Rad, if you just held on to that 0, you'd be our winner right now. The actual price, $60,201.
I feel like I'm still closest.
It sold back in October for $60,000. So Dan is actually the winner. By C-Rad going to
Wow.
300,000.
I
feel like my
won
price is
that.
justified
I
now.
won that the way the Rams got to the playoffs. I just backed right in.
That's for sure. Just John Wolford it up. All right, well, we got one more. We got LeBron. And this is going to make me cry, but LeBron 03-04, Topps Chrome,
I pass.
Refractor, Gem 10. And I know what I sold one for.
Was that a 10?
I was trying to buy your guys' black refractor, but
I thought it was a 9.
Doug was trying to save me.
I think it was a 9.
It was a 9.
It was a 9.
If PSA would have gave you a 10 on it, we probably wouldn't have sold it.
Yes.
But again.
Thank you, PSA. Love you. Not really. All right, I'm going.
No. I'm not.
What do you guys got in the chat? 175,000. Now you're gonna make me feel real bad.
You didn't have a 10,
I didn't.
so it doesn't matter.
All right, I got 38,888.
It's a refractor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 125,000.
I added a 0 again. I was gonna go 23K, but I went 230K. $230,000, Dan.
All right, man. We are all over the place on our.
Are you serious about the 38?
The disrespect to the king.
38.8.
What do we got? What do we got, Cody?
Actual price. This sold, by the way, this sold on LeBron James's birthday.
So he went for way
Happy
more.
birthday.
December 30th, yeah.
It sold for $94,300. So I believe that makes Dan the winner for that round if we're
Nice.
counting points.
We are.
All right.
Doug was actually
You got
just
the
saying-
consolation
Yeah, he
prize.
was just saying like, were you saying like I had to like to thank everybody I had to step on to get here?
Well,
and you
I
lost.
felt bad for
So
just like
what is it-
squashing you guys.
What's silver feel like?
I squashed you guys, so then I was just like, I got to go off numbers just on purpose so that you guys can get some points. And obviously it worked. It bumped up your ego. Now you feel like you won something. You get one of those like little participation trophies now. Here you go. There you go. There's your trophy.
I don't want to touch that.
Well, speaking of LeBron's birthday, Tiger Woods has the same birthday. Tiger Woods was also born on December 30th. There's actually an amazing card that Upper Deck and one of our buddies, Carvin, helped curate. There's a exquisite 30 patch, dual signed Tiger Woods, LeBron, and they both put their birthdays on there. It was one of the most phenomenal cards I've ever seen. They're probably like $200K, but phenomenal card by Upper Deck. But I wanted to talk about the documentary coming out, Tiger Woods, and the skyrocketing prices of his cards. His base card, 2001 Upper Deck Golf, Gem Mint 10, are going for around $1,300 now. Dan bought one in October for $330. So in less than 3 months, 90 days, that $300 card that Dan bought is now going for $1,200 to $1,300. Just because this doc is coming out, which is crazy to me. I know what happened with Jordan, but can we replicate what happened with Jordan's cards with Tiger's cards? And you also have the new golf set coming out from Upper Deck, which they haven't made a golf set in several years. So there is going to be some hype behind cards for golf. What do you think? Tiger Woods, is he the greatest of all time? Is he the Michael Jordan of golf?
Yeah, absolutely.
My answer is always going to be yes. He have tie, bro.
There's nobody better.
But I'm also looking at, like what we mentioned before, the overall pop report on that is 21,000. There's 9,000 PSA 10s of that card. They're not numbered. They made a lot of them.
But they also didn't make like a ton of golf releases.
True.
So it's not like with
We're
basketball
looking
you
at
have like
Chronicles
Optic and you have
yeah.
Select and you have Prism and you have regular Donruss flagship. This is the one and only as far as like the true rookie card.
Yep.
It's SP Authentic, right?
No, this one's Upper Deck Golf.
Okay. I think there might also be an SP Authentic rookie card.
There is, but the SP Authentic autos numbered to 999 are known as like the true rookie. So in comparison to like a Bowman First or a Optic auto or a Prism auto, that's what people value that at. And those are like 50, 60K, and they're numbered out of 1,000 basically.
Wow.
So if you're looking for a Tiger Woods autograph, that is the one that everybody wants. But I'm just wondering, because I know Michael Jordan, there was rumors of him being, shed in a bad light, that, it's going to show how much of an a-hole he was. We can kind of say the same thing about Tiger Woods, right? I mean, he's had a lot of issues. He's had those trips in Vegas with those, those girls and, his getting beat up by his lady and the window smashed and the DUI he had when he was on meds and stuff like that. So, do you think any of that's going to affect him negatively, where people are like, you know what, I don't want his cards? What do you guys think?
I could see that happening. Like, I would say if they're making a documentary, it's going to probably be more good than bad, right?
You would think.
They got to cover both sides, but
You could have said the same thing about the Jordan, though. Like, there could have been some worse stuff they said about Jordan.
yeah, there was actually anything that bad in there.
No, there really wasn't.
but there is some stuff about Jordan that's questionable.
Yeah.
And they didn't really do the documentary and talk too much about that. So I think this documentary is going to fall in line where it's going to be 95% great, and then maybe a little like 5% of the stuff that wasn't great.
So in that case, I don't think it's gonna affect people's opinions.
Not negatively. I
Yeah.
mean, they obviously Jordan was in that documentary. Jordan probably wouldn't have been in if he would have known. They would have exposed a lot of the gambling issues he had and stuff like that. If Tiger Woods is in this documentary doing interviews, I'm pretty sure he was like, "What are you going to talk about? I'm not going to be in it if it's a smear show, right?" So I'm sure it's going to be more positive. How his dad taught him when he was playing golf when he was 3, Stanford, all that stuff, right?
I can almost guarantee you it's going to be positive.
Yeah. So, yes, and we had a question in the chat. Is Upper Deck the only one that can make Tiger Woods cards? Yes. At least autographs for sure. He is an Upper Deck exclusive athlete, just like LeBron James, just like Michael Jordan, just like Wayne Gretzky, just like Serena Williams, and there's probably I think Connor McDavid as well, mostly all the hockey guys as well. So it'll be interesting to see. I mean, I don't know. I think most people that I've talked to, including everybody in the chat, saying sell now at this price, but this is the most iconic golfer of all time, and I don't think he's going to get knocked off anytime soon. So it's really hard to say. Are you going to buy? Are you going to sell?
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be a massive drop-off anytime soon of Tiger Woods rookie cards. It may go down a little bit, once the hype dies down after the documentary. But he's one of those guys where if he's one of the greatest or arguably the greatest at whatever sport it is, that's going to be an iconic card regardless. So,
yeah, I agree.
I mean, that's a crazy jump though, from 300 to 1,200
in 2 months.
Yeah, that's a crazy jump. So there's room in there for it to come down some after all the hype goes away. But yeah.
Yeah, you bought that, and I was like, man, people have a Tiger Woods card. And I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then I was just following it now, and it falls in line with what Gary Vee said. Gary Vee came out and said alternative cards are going to start to sell, and this is an alternative card.
Isn't there that Sports Illustrated card?
Yeah,
which,
I don't know
which came in like the Sports Illustrated for Kids magazine. Those, if they grade well, I think people consider those his first actual card, and those go for a lot of money.
Yeah, Tiger Woods Sports Illustrated for Kids. That's the one, right?
Yeah, I mean that's a.
There's several versions of it, but yeah, that's the one I remember growing up as the one that people talked about was the Sports Illustrated one. Let's see highest first. Let's see if there's a 10, but it's got the serrated edges, right? So you have to kind of because it comes in one sheet when you get your Sports Illustrated. Yeah, it looks like a 9 sold for $3,400. So
that's pretty good.
So for a Sports Illustrated card,
that is pretty good.
I think there's some other guys that have Sports Illustrated cards. Like I think it was Roger Federer has a Sports Illustrated for Kids card that does pretty well. But when we talk about alternative cards, I think there was a Mike Tyson that just sold for like $50K or something crazy like that. So people are starting to go towards like tennis. Then we got Lewis Hamilton and racing. And so it's like the major sports, this industry's getting so crazy that people are like, well, the major sports are all too expensive, so I'm going to start buying like racing guys. I'm going to start buying boxing guys. So it's not out of the realm for cornhole guys to start selling, which I talked about in the past. I mean, what do you guys think? Is this just crazy about what's going down right now?
It makes sense. It makes sense that people are finding other sports to get into, because there is there's always these, like MMA and stuff. We always call it a very niche. NASCAR was very niche, but there's opportunity there for growth. I think.
When does NASCAR pop off?
I know, right? There's a lot of stars in NASCAR.
Formula One's going to come out of the gate. It's going to be super hot.
Yep. Well,
Formula One. What kind of product is it?
Formula One. They're doing Chrome. They're doing actually. I think it's Dynasty first.
Dynasty.
And then,
Formula One.
And then it's Dynasty, then Chrome.
Damn.
And it's gonna be the first Lewis Hamilton Chromes. It's gonna be insane. So, yeah, if you haven't heard about it yet, look up Lewis Hamilton. Even Topps produced a Topps Now card, which was technically his first one. And they were selling, I believe, for $9.99. You could buy as many as you wanted forever, and I think they're going for like $200 or $300 now. It's crazy.
Dang.
So, we wanted to talk about the worst of 2020. We're going to highlight a few things. We wanted to highlight the worst autos of 2020, which I think Alvin Kamara changing his autograph definitely kind of was in line with having the worst auto. And Mr. Cam Reddish, right? I mean, Cam Reddish, I hope I get to see some sophomore autos a little bit improved, but Cam Reddish was a little bit lazy. What do you think?
They're going to get worse. My vote, I've been brewing over this the entire 2020, man. I've seen a lot of autographs. My vote though is gonna have to be. It's a close one, but it's gonna have to be Marlon Davidson of the Atlanta Falcons.
Marlon Davidson.
I know we don't have a slide for
It's
it,
like
but
it's like a really small like MD, right?
very, very small.
And you can it's like not even legible, really.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
like a little some squiggly lines on the bottom of the sticker.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the worst. That's the worst auto of 2020.
Yeah.
Look it up, guys. If you haven't seen it on eBay, go to Marlon Davidson. Just type in Marlon Davidson Prism Auto.
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that, I mean, it's not his fault. He's in the Under Armour gear, but, you know, the Prism. Under Armour gear with the crap auto just is.
I definitely remember that one. And it's unfortunate because like he's one of the main rookies in basketball, but Rui Hachimura, his auto is pretty bad.
Hachimura, I give him a little bit of a pass. It is bad though.
It's just a little squiggly.
Yeah.
Well, he's probably the best-selling worst autograph.
Yeah, I mean, but if he had like a really, really good-looking autograph, I think his cards would sell for more. They still sell
Quite
for a
possibly.
lot. They still sell
Yeah.
for a lot, but like, I just wish I was expecting more out of his auto. I was hoping for more.
Ooh, Max says we should do breaker cards, like C-Rad rookies, and then Cody is the Zion of breaking.
C-Rad rookies. How do we go back in the time machine?
Well,
Go back
me-
to 2014.
Me and Dan have rookies already, 2013. Even
do
though that
have-
was our third year.
We
in.
have
just didn't
20.
make
Yeah,
cards.
my first.
so
card
it's
was-
technically your third year card.
Yeah.
I got a Topps 2013 rookie premiere. Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Doug has one. He's eating the football.
Yep.
I
That's a
remember
big
that one. Iconic. You signed like 50 of them, right? And we gave it away for
We did that one that sold
donation.
for like 160 or something. To did Taco Bell one.
Yep.
So
Yeah. What was my? Yeah. I know it was. You had. And Ryan Teddards had one.
yeah. I think he was on the phone.
He's
or
on the
something.
phone.
Yeah.
He's like tweeting or something.
Yeah, one of my goals is to speaking of that, hella off topic, but one of my goals is to be in a Ginter set one day. So
There's always been talk about having breaker cards in Ginter, but I don't know if I want to replace. Like, if you're gonna put me in there, don't make me a hit and replace somebody's hits.
no,
'Cause nobody
make
wants
me
my
a
card.
hit, bro.
Case it.
Make me a hit. 6.5. Put me on there, Tops.
And we really mulled over the worst product of the year, and we went across all categories, and the worst product of the year is Super Break. So, just all across the board. Super Break. You
terrible.
didn't know there's
Trash.
still
But which one?
All of them.
every single one.
all
The
of
buybacks.
them. All of them are equally the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah. As you can see with that Kevin Durant, where they took a Kevin Durant card and somehow a piece of jersey badly cut, put it together. And actually, Cody was very generous in putting these two cards. This is actually probably one of their better examples.
Better looking ones.
They're the better looking ones. Just Google Super Break the Bar.
Or watch any video of YouTube, the poor breakers that bought their products this year. The poor breakers. If you watch their reaction after they break
but
it,
it's
they're
funny
all like, it's
like
trash.
I mean, we stopped 6 years ago.
Yeah,
probably?
6 or 7 years ago. We've trashed on them a couple times.
When you think it can't get any worse, they lower the bar.
Stop buying their products, bruh.
It's funny they have something called the bar.
See, but I don't blame the customers so much because, like you said, there's people coming into this hobby that don't know.
Yeah,
right?
they don't know.
But
They're
it's
promised a Jordan rookie somewhere in there that may never come.
But look at what card is that? Is that Jim Brown?
it's a stamp.
You take a step back and you look at that card, and you're in quality control here, and this is before you're packing it out. You're like, this card can't get any better. We've done as good as we can.
Just miscut.
We've this is the best we can do. Pack it up, and congratulations.
But what I was trying to say is we've got to hold people that sell this product accountable. If they're new and they've only been breaking product for 2 years and, unfortunately they can't get a lot of the hot products and they're buying this one, you get a pass. But if you've been in business for 5, 6, 7, 8 years and you're still selling this product, you got to stop because you're basically pulling the wool over your customers' eyes and literally giving them boxes of crap.
That's true.
Literally boxes of crap. So this is just a buyer beware situation. If you're new to this hobby, stay away from Super Break. Unless they change it up. Hey, maybe they'll start putting more value in their product. But there's a couple videos out there. There's one breaker that's been around for a while that did a video just for fun and added up the total on a buyback case. It was absolutely horrendous, and they need to be ashamed of themselves. When a company, I'm all for capitalism, all for people making money, but when it's blatantly obvious that they sold you $1 card and you paid $150 for that card, that is highway robbery, and it needs to stop. So just worst product in 2020, Super Break. And I think they won last year, and they might have won the year before, and they might have won the year before. So
They're gonna win next year.
they're 4
Yeah,
years in a
I'll
row.
tell you, in 2021, they got it on lockdown. It's year in and year out. They got it dialed in.
Yep. Is that a Superfractor Jim Brown? I think so. think so.
Super trash.
Super trash. And that goes along with Scam Alert, guys. Props to SB for showing us some of these images and some of the stuff through email. So if you guys have ideas for segments, please contact us through mojobreak at gmail.com. We'll say, hey, I got a show idea. You guys should talk about this. But there's, when the market's hot and there's money to be made, there's also scams to be had. And that's what's going down. I actually fell victim to this next one. It is a Joe Montana, Jerry Rice, number to 3 reprint card. But I didn't see the reprint. They went as far as reprinting a card that the sticker, the auto was running off the sticker. They went as far as doing that. This is not a real card. This is an NT reprint. But when I was looking at it on my phone, and I'm always trying to buy auctions with like 10, 20 seconds left, I thought, hey, I don't mind the Jerry Rice being off the sticker. I may be getting a better deal because of that. I'm going to drop my $200 or $300 bid. I wound up winning this for $110 before I realized that it was a reprint.
And if you're on mobile, and we've talked about it before, and you're like peppering bids at the end of an auction, if the title is really long, you won't see like the last.
It gets cut off.
You won't see like the last maybe 10 to 15 characters of the title, and that doesn't. I mean, I'm not saying that. I mean, that's basically that would be on me for not clicking on the listing. I get it. It
Right.
did say reprint, but it's why don't. If you're not trying to trick people, why not put it at the beginning of the listing? Why don't you put reprint 2016 Topps National Treasures right in the front?
There was somebody last time we did this segment that blasted the video saying that it's the buyer's responsibility to read reprint. My point is if you're going to sell a card like this, $4.99, buy it now or best offer. That's it. $4.99, because when it gets to an auction, you're pulling the wool over people's eyes, and you hope they blindly bid without reading the title like we did.
But I'm telling you,
that is a scam.
The reason why reprint is at the end,
Yes,
because believe me, there was, I think on that specific card when you bought it, I looked, there was like 22 bids on it, and there was like, I think it was like 10 or 15 like individual buyers that were bidding that. They were probably on mobile. If they wouldn't have been bidding on it if they knew it was a reprint.
Right.
So, but if there was a reprint at the beginning, reprint 2016 National Treasures, that card would have sold for like $6.
Now, I'll give the buyer credit. We asked to cancel the order, and he canceled it without any hesitation, without any like, hey, you're dumb, you didn't read it, like the other guy did to me. But my point of this is, so these aren't manufactured reprints. Panini did not reprint this card and pack it in Chronicles, and then you pulled it, and then you're selling it as a reprint.
And the thing
this is a counterfeit card. This is illegally using licenses, illegally using images, and selling it for own personal profit. That is illegal. I don't care if the buyer didn't read it. This is a counterfeit good. You cannot sell counterfeit items.
And the thing that makes it really tricky is that Panini does have a product called Honors that will come out and will have older cards that are the same card that they put into the product.
Exactly.
So
you might think it's that.
You might think it's that. You don't know. Yeah, I mean, I know we blast it, but I would actually like to see how much money is generated off of eBay with people selling reprint cards. I bet it would blow your mind.
Well, look at this. So I've got a couple more examples here. Cracked Ice. This is a very, very, very popular reprint. Cracked Ice Mahomes, which we know go for like 100K plus. This is a reprint, and this person was even more shady because he put RP, which didn't spell out reprint, which could be confused as SP. It went for $300. Somebody paid $300 for the equivalent of this. That's what they did. $300 for the equivalent of that. I could literally draw Patrick Mahomes, and that's the equivalent of what you're buying. Once again, if you're selling it for $4.99 or best offer, $4.99 or best offer, I'm okay with it. It's still illegal. It's still counterfeit. But you're not tricking somebody in because you don't know. You could have a little kid who's like, I want a Patrick Mahomes card. Parent knows nothing about the industry, sees this, bids on it, puts it under the Christmas tree. I got you a $300
well,
Patrick
you're dealing
Mahomes
with
card.
copyright and trademark infringement on the fact that, one, you can't sell anything, reprint it, and use the NFL logos.
Correct.
The team names. You can't use the Panini name. You can't use the Contenders brand. You can't use the rookie card logo. Everything about that card is illegal. And when you say it's illegal, you're correct. It's absolutely illegal to do that.
Yes. I don't have a problem with somebody being well in the know, spending $4 to just have something that looks like it, to say, like, this looks cool, I'll put it on my wall or I'll put it on my desk because I won't be able to afford the real one. I'm okay with that.
Or the art cards where it's like based on a design, but it's actually hand drawn.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's cool. I got no issue with that. Plus, that isn't art. That's somebody drawing that out. This is just somebody taking that design and photoshopping it and printing it on their own. You know, I don't know what type. I would actually like to buy those. I would buy one because I want to see
what it looks like in
what the
person.
thickness is.
Yeah.
I bet it literally is like construction paper.
Could be.
I bet it's super thin.
Terrible.
And
Trash.
you'll like this one. Look at that
Super
one.
Break puts those up.
Look at this one. Tiger Stripe Choice PSA 10 question mark. No, it won't be a PSA 0 because it's fake.
You can't put PSA on a
PSA 10.
reprint, bro.
R-
Oh my God.
RPSSP. So let's squeeze the RP in, but then let's put the SSP next to it.
It's short print because how many did you make?
Right.
Only you know.
And he put it in front of to make the scam even more real. He
front
put
of-
it National Treasures boxes, empty boxes, to make the scam more legit. Like, hey, I got money here. Buy this card.
I can't.
Isn't that ridiculous,
People are
dude?
ridiculous, man.
$207 somebody got taken for. Straight scam.
But those boxes are open.
They're open, right? So
Yeah,
you dug
so-
in somebody's. They
so,
probably came
I
out of
mean-
garbage.
And that's not a big flex. I mean, they were sealed. That's a little bit of a flex, right?
No, see,
But those are open.
Let me break it down. He opened up those NT boxes for $5,000 a piece. His best auto was a Derek Coleman, so he had to make those Lucas to
I could
recover
see
his
that.
money back.
He could, or he could have. This is how you would do it, though. I'm giving people hints. You go into your local card shop and you ask for the empty boxes. So then you're getting it for free. You're like, oh, I know you guys broke National Treasures here. Can I have the empty boxes? I'd be like, sure. I wouldn't even think anything of it. But that's part of the scam.
But you think somebody was bidding on that and they're like, man, this guy has to be legit. He opened up some National Treasures.
Yeah, exactly.
He would never screw me.
Exactly. No, but I like your point. You had to recop it. That's a very good point. You had to recop that money. He got burned.
So he just like, I gotta make some fake Lucas, bro.
But you look at it, it's like a disco bubble refractor. See that? It's got like the bubbles going
I
on.
wonder.
in there, too.
There's probably. I mean, and the people who do this probably really justify it, and they're like, "Oh, my design's different. It's better. I'm improving it." Like,
Yeah.
I'm all, but you're illegally producing something.
Yeah, because the Luka Tiger Stripe is a $35,000 card. So, do you think any of these people that bid on these think that they're actually getting the card for, like, I just got the biggest deal on eBay ever?
Or you buy that card, right? And you try to sell it to somebody who is new. Maybe when card shows start happening again, you sell it at a price where it's too good to be true. Like somebody's like, oh my God, it's a $13,000 card. This guy's selling me, gave me a story that he really needs money. He's selling it for like $700. Or you go into a card shop and you deal with somebody who maybe doesn't know the parallels and you sell it to them for like trade value or something.
Yeah.
Like
You walk out
there's
the
a lot
store.
of, I mean, I'm not trying to give anybody ideas, but there's like ways to like move, like people could be buying them on eBay with the intention of they know it's a reprint, but like down the road, I may be able to trick somebody.
A little kid or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, a little kid's not going to have like,
So
I mean, they might have $300.
He might have the best card he ever had, right? And then he's like, well, I can upgrade if I can get this Luka, right?
Exactly.
That's shady.
Well, here's the description. I wanted to make sure. So it says 1819 Panini Prism, Luka Doncic, Tiger Stripe, Choice, PSA 10 question mark. Condition is brand new, shipped USPS first class. Card is being sold as a reprint. Please bid confidently. Feel free to ask questions. PSA 10 question mark. No,
You gotta take
Not-
that out. You gotta
never.
take that out.
never. Like, why even put that in there as a question mark?
I
You're
hope-
trying to.
I hope not.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be
I
worth
hope
it.
not.
That'd be worth something to try. That'd be worth something to try.
I hope
put,
not.
You gotta put like real question mark,
And he's $8 shipping.
fake question mark.
$8 shipping on that. So his shipping cost covered his printing cost.
Yep.
I actually want to see if he's got anything else.
He's got 2 negative
Oh,
feedbacks.
look at this.
Oh, he got the
He's got the fake Luka logo man too in front
Holy
of Prism
Grail.
boxes that are empty.
Man, that logo man looks legit, bro.
Oh my God!
That is
Oh, man.
You got to find this seller, guys. You can find it by finding
look,
the
dude, he's
Luka.
flexing again.
Yeah, the Prism.
Got the Prism boxes.
What else has he got? Man, this is you can have some fun on eBay here finding out what these people got.
I want to see the negatives. He's
selling a Speedo jacket.
He's got pants. He's got pantalones.
Skinny jeans.
Got some PacSun skinny jeans.
You know a guy ain't legit.
Dude, look,
You go
oh
to
my
his
God.
You gotta question what's going down when you go to his eBay and you're like, fake Luka logo man, fake Patrick Mahomes cracked ice, some new old stock
Oh my
PacSun.
Dude. $50 on a Tiger Choice Zion Williamson. $300 best offer on a Tiger LeBron. $1,000 on a fake Tiger Jaw. Look at this one. Unless this was fake.
They're all
$10K Black 101 Luka.
This guy had a good Christmas.
No, dude. So I bet he has to have those up there, like trying to set the market, right, on his fake stuff.
$10,000 on a rare 101 black.
Let me see what it looks like.
Dude,
It looks pretty good.
I'm sure when you see it in person, it looks like
The colors are faded a little bit. But once again, in front of the national treasure. So this is crazy. So avoid.
well, that's how you can afford NT.
Yeah, that's true. Selling fake cards. This guy's name, and he's actually from California, is Lupue-54. LUPUE-54. And 99.3%.
It doesn't say where in California, right?
Monrovia, wherever that is. Item did not sell as much as seller wanted, so he canceled, was his negative for a Donruss rookie card, Justin Herbert. Very rude buyer, did not understand the auction was phrased wrong. Stay away. But anyways, yes, just, be advised. If you're going to buy raw cards, you really read the description. Make sure somebody's not reprinting a card that you want. That's
very, very rude buyer. I'm selling stuff that's fake, but it's the buyer's fault.
It's a buyer's fault. You gotta check this stuff out. This is incredible. But that's one of the things why I only try to buy graded cards. I know there's some BGS stuff going on, but I try to, people have been hitting us up to try to buy stuff in the shop, and I'm like, it's got to be graded. It's got to be graded, and it's got to be a rookie. That's it. That way we know you're protected. I mean, you may be selling a card that you bought that you don't even know is fake, and now you're responsible for it. So
that happens a lot.
It happens a lot. So, all right. Well, that's all we got for the show, guys. We're going to be breaking Eminence on Friday as long as it comes out. So check it out. We're going to have a few cases throughout the weekend as well.
Didn't even know.
C-Rad's got some basketball. You got a big basketball break tomorrow.
Coming. Oh, yeah. But the big basketball mystery is coming this Saturday.
And then you got the 1-in-1 case. I don't know if it's sold out yet, but 1-in-1 flawless and flawless collegiates that we're going to be rocking tomorrow. We got more Bowman's Best. We got more Bowman Draft. We've got more Hoops Premium. We've got some hockey on the site, Synergy Hockey on Friday. So the breaks are at mojobreak.com. All of our breaks are scheduled and guaranteed to break. If you want to buy wax, we got some great deals right now on sealed wax. We've got Heritage High Number at $89.99. We've got some stuff on the site that's super cheap, and that's mojobreakshop.com. So don't forget that. Mojobreak.com for your breaks. Mojobreakshop.com for your sealed wax. We also have vintage sealed wax on the site as well. It's starting to fly. Dan just packed up 12 old boxes.
I'm packing it up all day, man.
So use the site. There's some great deals to be had on there. We're doing pre-sale hoops. 2021 pre-sale at $299. Blowout, or I shouldn't even mention, online retailers are around $380. Online retailers are at $380. We're running a pre-sale.
Just go for it now, man.
Pre-sale special at $299. So it's pre-sale special $299 on mojobreakshop.com for your hoops 2021. So as soon as we get it, we'll ship it out to you, and you can enjoy and break it yourself. So once again, mojobreakshop.com for your sealed wax. Mojobreak.com to get in a break.
And blowout's cool too.
Yeah, we love blowout. Peace out, guys. We'll see you guys next week on next week's show.
Goodbye.